What is going on, guys? We are Tottenham TV here, back with another video. This time it's a bit of a different video for you guys today. I've just seen the Prime Minister's press conference in regarding to the coronavirus, and he's making statements on the next steps and how this country is going to go ahead and stop the virus from spreading, and how he's going to we're now in the delay phase of this contagion, and how it's affecting the world of football as well. They were talking about sporting events, and he explicitly said for the time being, they're considering the banning of sporting events, not because of the potential spread of the virus that it could cause, but more because of the burden on the public services that these sporting events give out. So as of now, the Tottenham versus Man United game on Sunday is actually going ahead with fans in the stadium, which I actually feel very uncomfortable about. I'm not sure if I'm going to attend. Me and my brother are talking it through. Obviously, in midweek, we didn't go to Germany over these fears because the number of cases were rising. Obviously, since then, Italy have gone into shutdown, and various other countries like Denmark have gone shut down as well. In fact, the death toll in Italy is now over 1,000, which is quite worrying, out of about 15,000 people who have been reported with the virus. I think in England, it's now reached just under 600 people reported with the virus. They said in the press conference that means around 5 to 10,000 people probably do have the virus. But I don't know why they have decided not to cancel the event, or at least play the event behind closed doors, because their reasoning being is, you only really, if you are infected, you're only going to really infect another 2 or 3 people. So in a large gathering of people, it shouldn't affect that too much. But if they were to cancel the event, or cancel fans from, or ban people from going to the event, then people would get into more concentrated areas like houses and be closer together, and that could spread the virus more quickly. So that is the reasoning they've given. I don't know, I think it's quite weak reasoning, considering Italy, Serie A, La Liga, Liga in France, even MLS have all suspended the league, the football, or at least playing their games behind closed doors. I'm pretty sure the 4 I named have actually suspended their football for at least this weekend. I think in Spain it's the next 2 weekends. In Italy it's for the foreseeable future. In Holland, I know they've suspended football for a month. Yet in this country, we're going ahead and saying it's all right, we're going to carry on with all the sporting events as if everything's okay, and then we'll deal with it later. I find it a very peculiar response. I find it, I don't know if it's, I'm not sure if it's appropriate. I feel like it's a bit ridiculous, to be honest. I think the games should be suspended until further notice. Obviously, with Leicester as well, reportedly some of the players having symptoms of the coronavirus. I think there should be an announcement already that the game is postponed, or played behind closed doors. As of yet, it's now Thursday, 6:30 p.m. The game is yet to be called off, and I don't know what the delay is. It's quite frustrating, but the football world has been hit quite hard by this news, as well as obviously everything, because everyone's in a state of panic. I can kind of see the Prime Minister's approach, saying it's a more measured approach. We want to stagger the people getting infected. We don't want it all to happen at once and to overwhelm the NHS, which is, I think, something good, and I don't think should be discounted. But I think some measures are just common sense to stop the immediate spread of this virus. And, you know, with as I've said before in previous videos, I've got a very old relatives of mine. My grandpa has recently gone through cancer treatment. I've got 2 uncles who both suffer from multiple sclerosis. If they were to contract this disease, it could be very, very serious for them. And so this is very serious for me and for a lot of other people. And, you know, I see people in comments saying, oh, if you're under 70, you'll be fine, or things like that. And I don't like those comments because it's not about me per se. It's about people who are more vulnerable to these to these situations and to these viruses. And if it gets passed on, if I pass it on to them, I could not be showing symptoms for 2 weeks, then all of a sudden realize I've got it. And if I pass on to them, that could be very, very serious for them, and I wouldn't want to put them in that situation. And I worry about that, to be honest. I do worry about it. And what I feel like, if I go to the football, if I go into these events, then there's a higher risk of me contracting something, and maybe not even knowing about it, and then passing it on to some of my relatives. So I'm gonna have to think very, very seriously if the game goes ahead on Sunday. If I'm going, I'm probably not going to go, in all honesty, and I don't know whether people should go. I don't think it is right that it's going all the football up and down the country. It does go ahead if it does. Because the fact they haven't announced it yet makes me think that it might actually go ahead, and the fact that the Prime Minister saying they're only considering putting a ban on these events, and haven't actually made a decision yet, is quite peculiar and quite worrying, considering all the other countries have been very firm on this, quite decisive, saying we're doing this for the time being. It's only going to be temporary, but this has to be done for the safety of the population. And I know there's a lower reported cases in the UK, but it's going to shoot up, and it's going to shoot up quickly, and it's going to shoot up very, very fast. And it's obvious for all to see. And most people who have it probably don't even know they have it yet. So I think action needs to be taken. Decisive action should be taken, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm not a scientist. They're saying they're taking all the best scientific information possible. So you've got to obviously hope that they're taking everything in the best interest of the country, and they're doing everything in the best interest of the people, and the best interest of the NHS, which is very important. So you have to take that all in consideration. I just find it very peculiar that all the other 4 top leagues in the country, in the world, have made decisive, quick action on this scenario. They've all pretty much come to a consensus that football needs to be suspended for now, while they try and get things under control to stop the spread. Yet in this country, we're only considering it, and we're not being decisive about it. And in fact, as of now, all the sporting events are going ahead. And the reasoning is quite weak, because I don't understand the reasoning. You can only, if one person gets infected, they only can infect another 2-3 people. But what if you infect another 2-3 people? Aren't they going to infect other people? And is it just going to domino effect into affecting more and more people? That's the logic I see, but they see it as just another 2-3 people, and that'll be it, and it wouldn't make too much of an effect. I'm not sure on the logic on that one, just from a logical point of view. But again, I'm not a scientist. But it's very worrying situation for me personally. It's a very worrying situation in general. Let me know in the comments below, if the game does go ahead, will you be going to the game? Do you think there's nothing to worry about? Everyone's overreacting at the other leagues, or do you think this is a very serious situation which decisive action should be taken on? And let us know if will you be going to the game on Sunday if it goes ahead, because I'm very seriously considering not going, just like I didn't go to the game in Germany. Anyway, that's my thoughts. I know it's a bit of a different video. It's a bit more political. I'm not like the most political person. I'm more about football, but given the situation, I thought I'm going to have a few thoughts on the matter. I'll just give my thoughts to you guys. Let me know your thoughts on this situation. Like and subscribe if you like our content. And as always, come on, you Spurs.